Thanks a lot for staying with us. We're cutting out of that story because there's a big update coming in as far as the Shiv Sena war is concerned. A big win for the Eknath Shinde-led new Shiv Sena as the Election Commission has granted the bow and arrow symbol and the name Shiv Sena to the Shinde camp. This is a massive defeat for Uddhav Thackeray and his led faction. Neeraj Kumar is joining us with more details on this. Neeraj, tell us more.
देखिए, चुनाव आयोग ने अपना फैसला दे दिया। कुछ ही दिन पहले ये सुनवाई पूरी हुई थी, लिखित ऑर्डर भी लिया था दोनों पक्षों से, लेकिन चुनाव आयोग ने तय किया कि शिवसेना का नाम और चुनाव चिन्ह अब शिंदे गुट को देने का फैसला किया है। द पार्टी नेम से शिवसेना और जो उनका सिंबल है, आपने बो एंड एरो का जिक्र किया, वो दोनों अब शिंदे गुट को दिया जाएगा। जी, ये फैसला चुनाव आयोग की तरफ से किया गया है। लंबे 78 पेज का ऑर्डर है लगातार सुनवाई के दौरान, और आज ही ये ऑर्डर चुनाव आयोग की तरफ से आया है और इसमें शिंदे गुट की जीत हुई है। शिंदे गुट को ये नाम और चुनाव चिन्ह दोनों देने का फैसला।
तो नीरज, एक तरह से तो जो अब जो शिवसेना है वो एकनाथ शिंदे की शिवसेना है, अब वो उद्धव ठाकरे की शिवसेना नहीं रही।
देखिए, चुनाव आयोग की तरफ से डिटेल्ड ऑर्डर में बताया गया कि क्या कुछ पक्ष में गया है इस पूरे मामले में। जो 78 पेज का ऑर्डर है और उस ऑर्डर के तहत चुनाव आयोग ने बताया कि क्या कुछ इस पक्ष में गया है। तमाम जो डॉक्यूमेंट्स थे, तमाम जानकारियां इनकी तरफ दोनों पक्षों की तरफ से दी गई थी, उसमें ये तय किया गया कि शिंदे गुट को दिया जाए और तीनों मुख्य चुनाव आयुक्त और दोनों चुनाव आयुक्तों के हस्ताक्षर के बाद इस ऑर्डर को अंतिम रूप दिया गया है, क्योंकि सुनवाई हुई थी और उसके बाद यह फैसला किया गया।
Okay, Ananya, my colleague is also joining us. Ananya, can you shed more light on the order that has come in from the Election Commission?
Well, remember, Shivani, the Election Commission of India was actually looking into this matter. It was hearing the various petitions that were filed with regards to the symbol war between the Eknath Shinde and the Uddhav Thackeray camp. And it was holding a symbol war hearing. And we had seen how various affidavits, in fact, affidavits in truckloads were actually being sent to the Election Commission of India, wherein show of support for this particular symbol was actually being shown. And at the same point of time, what was being argued by both the sides were that the Eknath Shinde camp was continuously arguing before the top court, before the Election Commission of India, that they had the numbers and there is a difference between a political party and a legislative party, and both these numbers are with the Eknath Shinde camp, and that's the reason why, in fact, the Eknath Shinde camp should be given the bow and arrow symbol of the Shiv Sena. And now, clearly, the Election Commission of India has ruled that the symbol would go to the Eknath Shinde camp. Remember, a truckload of almost 10,000 plus affidavits was sent to the Election Commission of India, saying that this there is support to the Eknath Shinde faction, and definitely this comes as a big win. And remember that this is also coming at a day when the demand by the Uddhav Thackeray camp before the Supreme Court for referring the Namam Rebia judgment to, in fact, a 7-judges bench was refused by the topmost court of the country. It said that it will be hearing the case on merits first, but we
can I just understand from you, Ananya, can I just understand from you, will this judgment from the Election Commission be under jurisdiction of the courts? Can this be challenged, and will this become part of the proceedings that are currently ongoing as well?
Well, technically talking, since the Election Commission of India is in itself a constitutional body, the scope of judicial review remains to be very less. But since we have seen how the proceedings have gone before the Delhi High Court as well, and it was also hearing some kind of petitions with regard to this, there might be a challenge that is given out to this particular order of the Election Commission of India before the Delhi High Court first, because remember that in such matters, it is the jurisdictional High Court comes to be Delhi, because the Election Commission of India is actually settled in the national capital, and the appeal, if any filed by any of these factions, would be before the Delhi High Court, and then the matter would probably reach the topmost court of the country. But since the Maharashtra Constitution bench is already taking up the matters, we might see that some kind of a mentioning also takes place in the topmost court of the country. So all avenues are open before the Uddhav Thackeray camp to actually challenge this. However, the scope of judicial review remains to be very, very less, since the Election Commission of India is in itself, in fact, a constitutional body, and it had held lengthy hearings in this matter. Remember that the hearings in the matter were continuing for almost